This is a review of the Elite 2.0 Stormcharge. Included is the blaster itself, fully assembled with all the components already installed, and 20 Nerf Elite 2.0 darts. The main blaster itself requires 4 AA style batteries to be functional. To access the battery tray, remove the single Phillips head screw. Insert your 4 AA style batteries into the battery tray. Then place back the battery cover and screw the Phillips head screw tight. Now the unit should be fully functional. The Stormcharge is a flywheel operated, mechanically operated, semi-automatic gun in the Elite 2.0 series that fires the included Elite 2.0 darts. Starting up with the front, we have an included barrel attachment underneath the N-Strike barrel lock. This is just a regular N-Strike attachment, so you can put this onto other blasters, and you can also put other attachments onto this. That one by design is not an original. This is the original one. This is included in the Modulus expansion pack kit, and it fits on just like this. This is just the original one. That is just a reskin, just to know that this is not an original attachment. For the rest of the review, I'll have that removed so you can see the rest of the blaster. Moving on, we have an N-Strike tactical rail. If you want to put your scopes on, make sure you put it from back to front, not front to back. This is similar to the original long shot that has the same design. It's just because this is kind of a used piece of plastic. The rail is elevated slightly as more of a carry handle, but it also has a second purpose of using this thing to aim. By looking through the hole in the back of the thing, you can line up your sight with a little sight thing in here, and you can help you aim, as you can see right there. So your idea is you look through and you can help line up your sights. It is actually very, very hard to use it in this configuration here. However, holding it back here is more effective. That's just a design flaw. If you can use it, use it. You can't, you can't. Moving down, we have another rail here. This rail is front to back. If you want to put attachments on, again, you can put any attachment you want on here. Moving on to the left-hand side only, we have an access door. To open the access door, simply pull the access door down. It does not have an electronical lock, therefore you can actually rev the gun with the access door open. You might be like, why does that matter? You can actually get your fingers in there and touch the flywheels while they're moving. So please don't be stupid. Don't stick your fingers in there. But it is worth noting just in case. You do have to have relatively long fingers, so I don't think this is a kid thing, but if you're an adult, don't do it. Below that is the magazine wop. The magazine wop, to eject the magazine, you press this flappy paddle here. You can either use your middle finger and release the magazine, or with your hand like this, you can grab the thumb and release it like that. Included is a 10-round magazine with the included darts right here. This does not have a translucent side, and it only has opaque orange. So this slot in the middle is the only way you can see your own darts. However, insertion is a little bit rough, but unfortunately that is quite common for these Elite 2.0 guns. On the left hand side, we have the battery tray. To insert the batteries, remove the single Phillips head screw, take off the battery cover, put the batteries in, put the battery cover back on, screw it back in. The gun is not functional whatsoever without these batteries in, so make sure you have them. Moving down, we have the grip. The grip is pretty comfortable. This is like the original Strife grip, or what many would consider the Elite grip. Very nice, it's very comfortable, it is very nice, and it will get all hand sizes. So if you've got big hands, you've got small hands, this grip will hold them all. Moving down to the grip, the bottom switch is the rev switch. This is a flywheel blaster, so you need to hold this down for a second or two before pulling primary trigger. The primary trigger is an orange trigger, but for you Aussies, that's all that matters. This is becoming more of a standardization, not just a novelty, so watch out for this. This is going to shoot a little bit harder than your regular guns, but in par with the rest of the world. Moving back, we have a stock, and if you could guess, this is not original. This is just a reskin of another stock. The original stock was included in the Recon Mark II, and it attaches simply like that. This is a standard N-Strike stock attachment point, so if you want to attach any other stocks that you have, it is more than capable of holding them. So this is marketed as a 4-in-1 blaster, and that's just configurations of having the barrel on the stock. However, this is the core unit itself, minus the magazine, and the blaster will fire with any types of magazines and stuff like that. So I'll show you it firing. Firing the included Elite 2.0 darts. Now for some Econ waffle head darts. So firing was pretty good. It was pretty average, and it's becoming a new par for all the guns in Australia, especially. However, compared to all the other guns in the rest of the world, it is shooting right on par. Just remember, this is not a big gripe, but it will shoot slightly better with the included barrel off, simply because the dart is going to hit the inside of the barrel just slightly and lose a bit of energy. However, you don't really care about shooting farther or harder and you just want it to look cool, keep it on, it doesn't matter. Now onto my opinions on the gun. My opinion is kind of mixed, and it is because of the price, and I don't really like bringing the price into it because price, fluctuates over time, and depending on when you're watching this video, it could have changed drastically. However, this gun is retailed at 50 Australian dollars, and the original Strife was retailing for 20 Australian dollars. And I don't really like how this is so much expensive for like literally no other game. Don't need this. Don't need this. Get a different mag, don't need 10. And retail this at $20 just like this. However, I don't really know what Nerf is trying to market at anymore, because kids aren't buying the guns anymore because they're doing their Dino series. And the hardcore modders, we don't really want to fork out $50 for a gun where we just got reskins of stuff. Like, this is just a reskin. This is another reskin of another part. And I feel like it's grossly overpriced. Like, where's the $50 going to? I don't really understand where it's going. I mean, I did buy this on special, it was $35, but I don't really understand where the $50 is gone. This and this. You could have done it. You telling me this is worth $20, $50, take 20. Like, come on, guys. I understand with all this cost of living stuff. As I said, I don't really want to go too much into price. But from my point of view, I don't really know where $50 of a Nerf gun went, really. Apart from that, taking price aside, I did want to mention that because that's where I kind of got a bit of taste in my mouth about this gun. However, I will talk about the gun neglecting the price now. I think the gun shoots well. I do enjoy using this gun. I think that this works actually quite well as a first Nerf gun or something that's introducing you to the sport. My first Nerf gun was the Retaliator. You can configure it, you can go like run it like this, you can run it like this, you can run it like this, there's 4-in-1 configurations here, and I think that from someone like me who's got all these guns, that's not a big deal. But I think for a newer Nerfer, I think this works really well. I think that the design, the simplicity of the design works well. You just hold this one, press that one. It works well. This is bigger, kids can't miss it. I think this is a great Nerf gun for those younger Nerfers. However, for the rest of the community, I don't really see it. Everyone's calling this the Strife reskin. This is the new Strife. This is the Strife BT dubs. This is the gun that I'm talking about. That's so cool. Everyone is calling this the new Strife. However, I don't really think that we're ever going to get a new Strife. I think that what they did there was a very, very rare thing to that lower cost and that good of like modding potential. I think that this is what we're going to have for the next couple of years until maybe they release something else that's a bit cooler. However, if I'm comparing the two, I think, well, this isn't really a question anymore because the Strife's being discontinued. So if you want a mod, you have to use this, unfortunately. Or SMGE. Check out my video of my mod on that card in one of the corners. However, as I said, I don't really see a purpose for this for the modding community anymore. It should mod the same as a Strife, like they're all the same pretty much. But I'm not calling this another Strife. I'm calling this a gun that is similar to a Strife. I don't think this is the same as the Strife. It costs so much more than the Strife. It has so much more junk that no one really wants. However, I think as a new Nerfer, you might like it, but I'm not calling this a new Strife. So my opinion on the gun is kind of mixed depending on what opinion you want and what factors you want me to take in. But all in all, I think it is actually quite good. It works well. There's nothing actually wrong with it. So if you'd like to purchase one, there will be a link in the description box below. Of course, Australian links. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.